Hi everybody, I'm Dr. John Douillard, and today I want to talk about minerals. Do we need minerals, or do we need vitamins, or do we need both? We have been told that everybody should take a multi-mineral, multivitamin supplement, but the research is somewhat inconclusive. We do know that 94% of the American population don't get enough fruits or vegetables, which makes them, grossly deficient in sometimes vitamins and minerals. One big report, the Copenhagen report, which is a big study on mineral deficiency, said that mineral deficiencies are one of the greatest and most serious health challenges that face humans on this planet, is not getting enough minerals. Now, the fruits and the vegetables haven't run out of their vitamin C. The foods have not run out of their vitamins. If you get enough good, healthy foods, you're going to get enough vitamins. The question is, do you need a multi-mineral and a multivitamin supplement, or are we really just thinking that we actually need more minerals? I mean, the studies are in that there are, gross deficiencies of minerals across the planet. And that was true even before fertilization. Just from overusing the soil, the minerals were getting depleted. Back in 1948, there were studies showing that we were, most people were at least deficient in 99%, I think the study was, were deficient in at least one mineral. So nowadays that's gotten a lot worse, and farmers are trying to put minerals into the soil. They put too much, they put too little, they never quite get it right, which is why another reason why organic food is really important. So you're just getting what nature provided in terms of minerals in the soil, as opposed to having too many or too little and having this sort of kind of unregulated amount of minerals in the foods you're eating because of the supplementation that farmers add to their fertilizers to try to make that happen. So there's some interesting research about this. One study showed that in the Journal of American Dietetics, they found that children's diet is plenty to get enough vitamins, but they still end up mineral deficient, according to one report. The Archives of Internal Medicine found that multi-vitamin mineral supplementation, they found that convincing evidence of a multi with postmenopausal women showed no real benefit in terms of protecting them from cancers and cardiovascular disease and heart concerns and mortality, aging-related issues. Other studies showed there was no benefits from a multi-mineral, multivitamin supplement from cognitive decline and immunity. And then there's other studies that show that there were benefits. So it is kind of confusing when you read the science. Most of the studies are showing there's no real risk to taking. There were some studies earlier on that showed that there might even be risk, but there's really no risk in taking a multi-mineral, multivitamin supplement. But the question is, do we really need both of them if you're eating a healthy diet? I am completely not a big fan of taking these synthetic vitamins that are 2,000% the RDA, which you're taking way more than you need. It's almost like these multi-mineral supplements and these multi-mineral, multi-nutrient powders that we have. You're getting so much nutrition, you're getting so many more vitamins and minerals than you need. And you run the risk of stacking these vitamins and minerals in a way where it can be dangerous when you start. If you have one vitamin pill and another vitamin pill for your adrenal, another one for your multi, another one for your, this or that, and there's vitamins in there, and you end up with way more vitamins that you really need, and there are risks associated with that. So please be careful of the whole stacking of different vitamin supplements and herbal supplements that might have vitamins in there, or powders that might have vitamins in there as well, because you don't want to overdo it. That's for sure. So I'm a sort of a big fan of that. When the research is on both sides of the aisle, one says you should take them, one says you shouldn't take them, I'm going, let's plug in a little bit of logic and maybe even a little bit of ancient wisdom, right? And the ancient wisdom says that, you should get it from your food. Well, we know that that's not really possible, that the vitamins are in the food. There's no question about that. So if you eat well, you should get your vitamins, and that's what the studies show. The minerals are the ones we should worry about. So I actually don't carry an actual multivitamin supplement. I have specific vitamins that I would prescribe when needed in deficiencies, but I have a multi-mineral supplement. We call it essential minerals. And I use that because most folks are deficient. And I don't think you need a ton of it. Even taking one of those capsules a couple of times a week, 3 times a week or something, just to make sure that your baseline trace mineral deficiencies don't happen, or you don't have baseline trace mineral deficiencies. You want to make sure that you're protected against that, because the minerals regulate thousands and thousands of enzymatic processes, and if you don't have the minerals, your vitamins won't work. So it's not so much the vitamins, although there are definitely a time for your vitamin D and your vat-soluble vitamins and vitamin C in the winter, and which I've written about and talked about. Vitamin B12 is a massive deficiency, and that's usually tied to weak digestion. So there are indicators of vitamins deficiencies, but I always choose to treat them on an individual basis versus this global shotgun support. But the deficiencies in terms of minerals are quite real. In one report from a laboratory named Albion, they found that deficiencies in iodine, 30%, 67% of the folks deficient in zinc, 58% of the folks deficient in iron, magnesium, 75% of the population is a really big deficiency, in fact. Potassium follows magnesium, so a lot of folks don't have enough potassium. Potassium helps to lower blood pressure. They did that big study in Sweden where they gave the whole country, instead of regular iodized salt or sodium salt, they gave them potassium salt. And they reduced their blood pressure issues in the entire country by 40%, just by changing the kind of salt that they ate. So potassium is a deficiency that's also important. Chromium, most folks average 50% deficiency. Manganese, 50% deficiency. So there's a lot of deficiencies in minerals that are just real, and I do think that if you're tired and run down and don't have energy and just don't feel like you're quite right, you might actually be deficient in a mineral. And that's why I highly recommend this company that we get our minerals from, called Albion. And they have over 100 patents, and they tie the mineral to an amino acid, which helps make sure that the pH stays stable. There's no electrical charge, doesn't interfere with any other chemicals in your body or electrolytes in your body. And it carries it like a backpack through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream. So the absorption rate of the Albion minerals, which ours is called essential minerals, and most of the high quality mineral supplements use Albion in the country. They're absolutely always have been the state of the art for delivering minerals. And most minerals, if you can get them to release and publish their absorption rates, most of them, their absorption rates are horrendous. Most of them are, if lucky, between 10 and 15% absorption. Very few of them, if ever, get to 25% absorption. But the essential minerals made by Albion, their absorption rates, and they are the only ones in it. If you try to go to your mineral supplement company and try to find out what the absorption rate is, good luck. They don't talk about it. You have to dig really deep. But Albion publishes it. They're a 32% absorption rate, the highest in the industry. Sounds low, I know, but minerals are hard to get in, and the chelation process of tying it to an amino acid is what helps it deliver, twice as good as most vitamins supplements that are in the marketplace. So, think about a and I don't even, I take one of the essential minerals 3 times a week just to make sure I don't become deficient, because I eat really well. But making sure you have that baseline support is a really good idea. And there's just trace minerals that are just oftentimes deficient in the foods we eat, and you don't know you're not getting them because we don't know until something bad happens. And then I find it with my patients, I have to give them a mineral support, and all of a sudden a significant number of their health concerns go away. So it's a real thing. Be aware of it. Tune into it. I wrote an article at LifeSpa.com about it, so check that out. That's really important. And also, just as a aside, I have published a detox, or produced a detox training. It's free. Tomorrow, Thursday, is the last day that you can enter and get this free training. It's 4 about half-hour to 40-minute videos, all about the ways that you can detox and why you should detox, doing it with herbs and foods and your lymphatic system, understanding understanding all about how and why the body can and should detox, the connection between why your digestion and detox use the exact same pathways, and how important it is to have really good digestion so you can deliver not only your minerals, but get the good stuff in and make sure you're getting the bad stuff out. And that's what the detox training is all about. And we have a registration. We've released this video series, once every couple of years. So it's a rare thing that's coming. So please check it out. It's free. It's on my website right now at LifeSpa.com. Just sign up for it. There's no strings attached. It's all free. And you get this really incredible knowledge base of how to detox and, doing it with herbs and foods and things that you can do at home. So I hope that helps. That training, the registration for that ends tomorrow, so don't miss that. All right, thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.